season three, two of
Season 3.
season three of Only Fellas
Yep.
of Other Fellas, Only Fellas. Yeah.
Mm, possibly.
Oh wait,
We are
Roger.
back. George.
Wearing the new 007 tuxedo.
Oh my goodness. Pay attention, Diblis. I mean, it seems like an ordinary high reflective vest, but if you pull closely, you
It's
will shoot lasers out of your.
it's just still a high visibility vest. Then sorry, son, you work at Amazon.
But a clipboard and a high visibility vest can get you through any door. It's an obscure tenant.
Oh yeah, I'm saving this. Like this will get me places. Like this will out
Oh,
little headset, walkie-talkie. I can go anywhere.
listen, it's been 6 years since the Bond film was finished, and I am going to quote Tenet incessantly as a result
Right?
because we have so few spy films in the middle. Well, that's actually not true. We've had a lot of spy films since No Time to Die.
Yeah. Nothing like you know, blockbustery, bombastic. Always been like kind of quiet spy films. Secret Agent, Black Bag, like which I think was the best movie of the year last year.
Disagree, but that's another story. Uh, let's see. We also had Argyle, Mission Impossibles,
Hmm.
several attempts to do Bond without doing Bond.
I mean, I would
That
suggest
Jared
Dead
Doe Netflix
Reckoning.
movie.
The
Yeah.
the second to last Mission Impossible movie was just nothing but Roger Moore references.
And it was so good too.
It was good. It was good. I did not enjoy the last one.
I liked a lot of scenes in the last one.
Yes, they shot some good things. They just did not cobble together
No,
the right movie.
no. This is the moment where their style, their Marvel method, their stunts first, built around that, fell apart.
Right. And then the last one, Dead Reckoning, didn't make enough money or just had whatever problems. Like, oh, we have to fix it now. And you made it worse.
All cautionary tales for Bond 26
Yes. Don't
because don't do by committee. Don't do chasing
that
the
is
trends.
I think that is all it's going to be, my friend.
So can we expect Sydney Sweeney as next Bond girl then?
I've got a little list of trying to make like wild guesses, but I'm pretty sure that Sydney Sweeney's a lock. She's out there, hobbing up with Jeff Bezos and his scary wife, and uh, I'm sure wife lady will be in it in some way because that has been a decree from Bezos himself. So I feel like he's on this committee. Like it's all gonna go filter through him, which is why my first hot take, like in terms of like wild crystal ball guesses on things that are going to happen between now and whenever a next movie comes out, Denis Villeneuve will
Can we
quit.
possibly? You think Danny Villeneuve will quit?
I think this movie is going to be a fucking mess. 'Cause no one
Okay.
knows what to do.
So, dear listener,
Yeah.
since Adam and I last talked, we've been off and on talking about Bond behind the scenes, and it's been so long. We don't know what's going on. No one knows what's going on. And to your point, Adam, uh, I'm afraid that you might be right, but I'm also,
Of course I want it to be good.
yeah. Well, we keep hiring the right people. We have been hiring the right people, right?
Right.
As far as we know,
Hmm.
but we've yet to see anything come together, like in actual production. We just know they hired Stephen Knight, they've hired Denis Villeneuve, two talented people. They have expectations. They have one of the biggest studios behind them at the moment in terms of money,
Hmm.
and they have one of the biggest franchise. I hate to use IP, but like people know Bond. Bond is a
Yeah.
thing. You'd think they wouldn't screw it up. You think it wouldn't be a disaster, but is this going to be Danny
I
Boyle
think they're
2.0?
going to they're trying so hard to not screw it up. They're not gonna feel like they're not gonna take any like real big chances. Like not actually maybe do like a real reinvention, like a real like what does a contemporary Bond need to be now? I think they're just going to make a Bond movie. I think um it's going to be Star Wars. Like it's gonna be Force Awakens. Like it's just gonna play the hits. It's real safe. Don't rock the boat, but also do nothing new.
So we can expect bad star of Time as Bond, Sydney Sweeney, possibly losing Denis Villeneuve,
Hmm.
and locations. Paris, Rome. Just nothing too crazy, nothing too unfamiliar, nothing too
And I mean, the
Dubai. Gotta
studio,
go to Dubai.
which is in the pocket of a certain administration right now, uh,
Hmm.
they have no ethics. So like, I think it's just gonna be who goes the highest bidder gets the location. So like, Bond's going to like Saudi. He's going to Qatar. He's gonna go someplace fucking stupid. And I know I'm being very negative, but like, dude, I don't trust
See,
them. I
this
don't
is so
think they
interesting
have.
'cause I feel like
I look at just I keep harping on the guy himself, Bezos, but like, man has no taste. Like he
this is true.
shows up looking like a Jersey Shore person in Paris, and it's like this guy has no taste.
He is quite possibly the most divorced man of all time, in terms of that vibe, when for money to spend. I'm laughing a bit because the last time you and I talked, I feel like I was a negative one and you were the more optimistic one.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's the
I
best.
just
It's oh, it's this. It's like this best.
it's
Ugh,
cursed by Baron Samedi. Um,
yeah.
yeah, it okay, so again, it's been 6 years since the last movie.
Hmm.
But any news we have is simply they've hired Stephen Knight and they've hired Danny Villeneuve. And you're thinking it might be a Danny Boyle situation, which
Maybe. Well, like when to use Star Wars as an example, like they immediately announced a writer that lasted 6 months. And then like then they him and Hot over director. They got JJ. They they booked three directors with no
I
plan,
forgot about that. I forgot about that.
you know.
Yeah.
And then they
Whoops.
just, they hired a writer like Stephen Knight. Yeah, I did Peaky Blinders and sure, whatever. I mean, it's a good show, but like there's other stuff I don't know is any good. But I
I mean,
think
he
it's
wrote
he's not going to be the only
Promise.
writer. They're going to bring a bunch more people. Like
Yeah, I mean, who's going to be the new Purvis and Wade of the Amazon era?
right, yeah.
I mean, okay, so I'm trying not to be negative because I'm trying to find a little positivity in life to be optimistic for, and I've only been disappointed by movies lately. Nothing but letdowns, letdowns, letdowns. I need this to be good. I need it to be good.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my argument that we may get something good out of this,
Hmm.
even with everything else. Denis Villeneuve and Stephen Knight are two people who don't really compromise on their vision. Their vision can be bad sometimes. Stephen Knight, of course, wrote Serenity, the McConaughey movie, where it turns out he's in a fishing simulating game.
Oh yeah,
Um,
right.
but he also wrote Eastern Promises. Peaky Blinders is a very stylized, in its own thing show. You've seen the Denis Villeneuve movie, you know it's the Denis Villeneuve movie. It's not compromised, not paint by numbers. The question then becomes, is Amazon going to be okay with that? But I feel like Amazon wouldn't do when they hire these guys
Hmm.
if they didn't think on some level you have to do it. On the flip side of that, of course, if anyone's been on Amazon's, looked at what they produce, what they make, it's a really hit or miss quality. It's a lot of like
Chris Pratt.
generic looking, yeah, Chris Pratt. A lot of their comedies look like they're Judd Apatow of 2000s
Hmm.
cinematography. I mean, obviously Bond's not a comedy, but I mean, they produced Black Bag also, right? That was an Amazon movie.
No, that was a Universal, but
Did it? This one was Amazon. Okay, scratch
maybe
that
they
thought.
had. I don't know, but yeah.
It's just Amazon needs to do something different than they've done before,
I
and that
think
is
half the reason
weird.
they bought it was for this. So
Well,
they're not
half the
going to
reason they
not
bought it.
try. I don't feel any vibes of joy coming from them. It's all a bunch of like, we want this and we want Sydney Sweeney. My wife better be in it. And I don't care how much money it takes to get rid of her. The quote he had about Barbara Broccoli.
Yeah.
Like, you started off on the worst vibes ever. So you started off by booting the glue. Like,
Yeah. The mother of the franchise at this point, like for one who's like
Whatever,
died.
whatever you want to say about you did, if you didn't like the some of the Craig movies, if you didn't like this, that, or the other thing, they're their movies. It's that the Broccoli family, for better or worse. I mean, at least like even if you didn't like one of the movies, you were like, well, they did what they wanted to do, and it's their franchise, and they can do whatever they want.
Well, we've talked about this before. Like it's directors come and go, but like the core, like the production team, the special effects team, they stick around. There was this continuity. There was this real sense of
Yeah.
a
And
house
they haven't
style.
mentioned anything like, oh, Denny's gonna come be the director, but like, and Barbara might not be producing it, but Amy Pascal is, and she worked on Spectre and when the Bond movies were at Sony. And then they haven't announced like Chris Cornwall. They haven't announced anyone else from the family is also coming back. So it's like, again, using the Star Wars reference, like I feel like any of the new Star Wars movies post George Lucas are just fan films. Like it's just other people guessing what they think should happen in the saga, but like the auteur is gone. So it all kind of like it's kind of whatever. Some stuff will be good, some stuff will be bad, some stuff will cater to a certain kind of audience, some to a different. But I feel like with Bond, one, you can't treat it like that. You can't, there better not be like 1,000 shows and spin-offs and blah blah. Like just if they could do a movie every 2.5 years, that'd be terrific.
Yeah, and I think that's okay. How do I say this? That's the one benefit Amazon can bring to it. They have the
Hmm.
money, they have production capabilities to do this. Obviously, I don't want the million franchise spinoffs. I would like more video games, but getting that first light at least. I would like to,
Hmm.
see books, stuff like that. But I don't
Sure.
want it to be the further adventures of, oh my goodness, Tanner.
Right.
I don't need a Tanner show.
The Moneypenny Files. Like, no, I don't.
But okay, so, you know, one of the things that I think I said to you last time we talked about Bond is I really worry. Like again, I'm a bit more optimistic than you about this. My big concern is that they simply so Amazon, if people don't notice, one of the things Amazon likes to do with original productions is that they want to make it so that you can do everything through a show. They
Mhm.
tried this originally with the Citadel spy show, which was terrible. No one really watched it. We still have a million spinoffs coming because IP. What they did is Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and the idea was like, oh, if you like the shirt that Donald Glover is wearing the scene, you can literally pause the screen and it'll show you the item. You can buy it. Like it became a marketing tool. I mean, all Bond is marketing tools. Hello
Right.
Heineken,
Yeah,
hello
they're gonna make it
Smirnoff.
a lot easier now.
Yeah, now it's literally a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Can't really do it in a theater, but I feel like that is my concern for Amazon side of things. They can help with production, but they also want to basically make this a merch, a sale, a commerce opportunity. And I don't think they get what Bond is. Like, okay, Bond should be escapism. And I don't mean escapism just go see an action movie. Bond should be, go back to the books, post-war England, go back to original Doctor No. Bond is jet setting to Jamaica. He's out like, in the environs. Like he's going to like old luxury hotels. He's going to places that no average British person would go to,
Mhm.
most Americans wouldn't go to. And Bond is at its best when it is offering that sort of like adventure and class and just travel as
Yeah.
opposed to, hey, Bond is I know you love A View to Kill. I like A View to Kill. But hey, Bond's at the Eiffel Tower. Okay, yeah, it's the Eiffel Tower, it's Paris. Show me Nice, show me Marseille, something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's what I want from Bond going forward. I don't know if we're gonna get that. And I'm scared. Because I think that they want to say, hey, do you want to buy the Tom Ford suit?
Yeah.
Here's
People like, or your Matt Spazers are gonna get really bored really quickly now. There's not gonna be any more sleuthing, trying to figure out what everything is. Now it's gonna be you pause it on Amazon X-Ray and it will show you exactly everything on screen. You can buy it.
if the sleuths I would feel so bad for the Bond fans if they had just if it was like handed to them. Some people would love it. I think I would be miserable if that was the case. I mean, oh my God, that'd be so bad. I
I
mean,
mean, they took the Bond team takes a lot of care into that stuff too. Like they try to show a lot of British made companies and stuff like that. I don't know. We're gonna have
You're
some
telling me.
what's the Amazon Kufandy. We're gonna have Kufandy uh suits and dresses and
No, no, no.
character
I
outfits.
see you want James Bond tuxedo, 4-4 warrior, James Bond, 5 of 6, good for a night out, martini.
Yeah. And your
We're
box,
positive
your
people
Amazon
here,
box is
Kevin
gonna have
Miller.
a bow tie on it. You order your
Please,
shit.
please, please don't manifest that. Um,
There's no bottom to these people.
man, we're becoming kind of bitter as fans. But I mean, that's what we get. We don't get a movie for
I
six
mean, there's
years.
us and there's like Critical Drinker, which will never be. But uh I had on my list cheap product placement. Like
Hmm.
I don't think they're gonna go all the way, but I do feel like it's gonna get a little ridiculous. Like every prop. Like you're in James Bond's apartment, you could buy his alarm clock, which might just be like a, GE alarm clock, but it's there. You can buy it.
I mean, I still remember one of my favorite. I have this not somewhere in a box somewhere, but it's one of my favorite pieces of merch was Q's Scrabble Q mug from
Oh yeah.
Skyfall.
Hmm.
It was a random product. It was a little expensive, but it was like some company, some British company they found, they got it. People had to track it down. And it was a hard thing to find,
Yeah.
but it was great. I love it. That's what Bond merch should be, or it should be oh my God, Savile Row suits. Okay,
We've done a lot of product catalog review. I mean, it's one or the other. Like it is, your cheap $25 t-shirt or what was it like the $10,000 cigarette lighter?
old.
Like
This is gold.
it's
007.
gold.
Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. Okay, so let's talk Turkey for a second.
Okay.
So we moving past Amazon, worry, Danny Boyle 2.0, Denis Villeneuve, possible. So allegedly they start filming this movie 2026 for 2027 release. That's the
That can
Hollywood.
totally happen. I mean, but they're gonna have to start announcing. Sorry, the cat is doing something he's not supposed to, and I don't know where he is. I just hear it happening. Never mind. So yeah, like
I mean,
it's
there's
possible.
been quick turnarounds. Quantum was filmed fast. Even Casino was filmed fast once it started production because they had the pieces in place. Um, but that means, as we record this in late February,
Hmm.
uh, there's probably going to be some announcements this spring.
Oh yeah.
And since we
I
had
have
the
a
spring,
feeling it'll be after the Academy Awards.
yes. So that's what I was going to get to. So you and I have joked several times over that whoever wins a Best Actor or Best Supporting Actor, favorite next Bond villain.
Yeah, I mean it's happened a lot. So you had
Yes.
it Randy Malek, you had it
So
with Javier Bardem. Yeah.
mhm. The question then becomes a Christoph Waltz, you know.
Yep. Yeah, there you go.
So, okay. Well, I want to talk about who we think it will be, who where it will be, but before I get it, here's my big concern. I don't want the Bond for even though they've done a little bit in the past at the Academy Awards, I'm afraid that they will be chasing the hot new thing at the moment.
Yeah.
The Fast and Furious films do this constantly. And to their credit, Vin Diesel was like, hey, they're doing something cool. I want to get them in. For Rock does his own movies too. It's like, oh man, Reacher blew up. Give me Alan Richardson really quickly for Fast 10, for Fast X. Uh, hey, Brie Larson's doing something cool. Let's get her in. It's great. They get people in they do, when they give them a chance. But is it just going to be Sydney Sweeney because Bezos wants her, and then Ragnar Mora or Stellan Skarsgård or somebody, as the villain, and Jacob Elordi as Bond?
Maybe.
Do you think it'll just literally be like these guys won a war? Hey, here's your Oscar, and here's your invitation to be Bond, a Bond villain.
Yeah, I think they'll carry it win or lose. They'll carry that into, I think Callum Turner, Jacob Elordi, I think one of them's it. I don't know which one. One of them's gonna get it. So unless there's some total dark horse that's his name better not be Aaron Taylor Johnson, you know.
They're not Henry Cavill.
Oh, that won't happen though. But like, or you're still like a really unknown person, like someone that we're no one on anyone's radar. I think it's gonna be one of those guys. Uh, and then with the villain, it could happen. Like I could see Wagner Mourad. do it after hearing him talk a bunch. Like he's pretty great.
Oh, I just heard an interview of him on the radio like right before we started. I love
Yeah,
that guy. He's so
yeah.
good.
Um, Maybe not because he's so political as a person,
This is true. This is true. What if our Bond villain was actually a raging leftist who hates Bezos
right?
and what Bezos stands for, at least?
I mean, I could also see them doing like a Ghostbusters 2016 thing where like they made the trolls the villains, you know,
Yeah.
and like they took something. Hold on one second, time out. You're not going up that. Yeah. Trying to climb up the curtains.
It would not be another Fellas episode without a cat doing something fun.
No.
It's actually funny. My therapist has like two cats and they're constantly doing stuff every time we talk.
Well, yeah, because I'm
So
talking to something that's not him. It's just like why would you be talking to the wall like this?
exactly. I mean, that's how Bond should be. It should always be Bond, center frame. Everything should be about Bond. He should not be interacting with anybody who's not like the villain or the main stars. Rewatching Majesties recently is just so good how he just interacts with people around him, just makes the world a better place.
Hmm.
Love that movie. Yeah. I mean, okay. Yeah. We're dancing around this a bit. We talked about this before in our last conversation, but like, what even is a Bond film in 2026? Like, how do you do the villains? How do you do Bond? How do you make him not be Argyle or Black Bag, which had a bit of style but was also domesticity? How do you do it, but it's not Mission Impossible? Because Mission Impossible does things better than
And
Bond in
don't
certain
do
ways,
it like
but not Bond.
your average normie considers Bond.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not all
Tuxedo,
just, cuffs and quips, you know.
easy
Like it
smiles,
really
like
has to have like a provocative reinvention. I mean, even with Denny, I'm like, I don't know if you can do that. My faith is not that strong because he did a Member Berry sequel too. He did Blade Runner, which was good, but had the problems of a lot of legacy sequels.
legacy sequels are inherently flawed. I love 2049, so I can't
I
argue
do
that too
too,
much.
but there were the things that I didn't like about it were the Member Berries on blast kind of stuff.
Fair, fair. Okay. Well, I mean, good news is if this is a full reboot, which it better be, because I mean, Bond got atomized.
Hmm.
Like, there's no way you can't do a full reboot. You gotta,
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
thankfully, we won't get like the infamous rumored Sean Connery Skyfall thing they tried to do or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, okay. I love Denis Villeneuve. He's one of my favorite directors. He has a very epic minimalism, like things carry forward through suspense and tone very well. So he's great from a spy aspect of that.
Hmm.
I never really seen him do fun or super energetic sequences.
No.
Um, but I mean, I think Bond needs a little bit of that. Bond needs to have some
Fun.
energy, some like adventure. Yeah, I mean, some Anthony Bourdain, maybe not Anthony Bourdain style travel, but like a real sense of like going somewhere new and exploring somewhere new. And I'm gonna say something that it's Bond needs to be horny. This needs to be a horny movie.
Oh, I think it will. I think that if there's one thing it'll be, it is that. Because if you get like a Lordy and you get Sydney Sweeney and stuff, like that's how you get the kids. The kids love it.
Yeah, but it needs to be like not see Velody, not
Everyone
Wuthering
just
Heights.
went last weekend to see an Emily Bronte movie or Charlotte Bronte movie because it
Yeah,
was
but
horny
like
as shit, not because it was Wuthering Heights.
okay, but I'm thinking a little less about Fennel and a little more actually Sinners. I'm thinking a little more like some
Yeah.
real like intensity desire, not so much like body stripper shocking. I mean, it's make this Bond be make him have some energy, make him have some vigor. Like I don't need it to be. Oh yes, well, 007 Martini, yeah, I get the girl. Like, no, no, no. Like, let this guy be charming in a lived way.
Yes. And not as depressed as the Craig version was.
Wait,
Which I'm just
you
like,
didn't
because
find?
like you just said, like Denny has not made a fun movie. Like even Dune isn't like fun. It's an epic.
No. And it's like minimalist epic. Like he does, I it's fun with canvas. Somehow things feel inevitable. Things feel like you're being propelled in a certain way, which is great for a spy thriller.
Mm-hmm.
Is it good for a fun movie? Because Bond should be fun.
Yeah, and it needs to not be. I feel like later Craig movies, they're chasing like Oscar kind of stuff. Like
Cool.
they're,
But yeah,
but you know, they're blockbusters. They're popcorn. So lean a little more into popcorn. Like make a movie that everybody's gonna go see. And everyone saw Skyfall. Everybody saw Casino.
hmm Adam, you know what's going to happen, right?
Hmm.
The 007 popcorn bucket.
Oh yeah, what's the popcorn bucket gonna be? Gun
The
barrel?
gun barrel? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I
Yeah.
got.
Can't it won't be guns. Everyone running around with
It's just full of, is it Wolf with PDK attachment to a popcorn
shoots
bucket?
popcorn in your mouth. Uh
You from Hugh Branch.
yeah. I don't know. That I mean, there's gonna be one.
This is the thing, right? Because we're talking about like a 60 plus year franchise with some cool timeless elements. And now we're in the most modern, stupid trends possible. It's who's going to win the Oscar, what's going on with the administration is going to impact Amazon's stuff here. What's going to be the bad guy, the topical bad guy of the destination because of this? Like,
Well, there's also gonna be a lot of cool stuff if they use it correctly. Like I would love for the Bond reveal to like take a week. Like every day there's another TikTok or something that's another like clue of introduction. And then, started on Monday and then on Friday there's the press conference.
oh, it's just, oh, that would be really
You
interesting. Just
know,
like Denny Villeneuve
or
teases
or
something.
just like announce cast, like you have, Denny and then you have maybe introduce your M and then introduce your Sydney Sweeney and then finally and introducing so and so, 007 live the press conference that they always do. Hopefully not in
That.
Jamaica. Like that the No Time to Die one in Jamaica was like the most cringe shit ever just because it didn't work. Nothing was working.
Take it back. Okay, here's how you honestly manage it. You go back to London, you go back to the Dorchester, like
Oh
you did
yeah.
with Roger. You do it that way. And you know what? Yeah, I like that. Like tease it out. I mean, people sat down for 4 hours, whatever it was, to watch the Avengers cast chair thing. You can do.
Oh God, yeah.
People will watch. If you tease it, if you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
Um,
I think, they're not dumb in that way. Like they'll do something cool.
they're dumb in different ways. That's
They're
the
dumb in
problem.
different ways. Yeah.
And I feel like okay,
They're
you kind
really
of talk
good at
about
spending money. So if it's the Kaya is spending money, they're really good at that. But
we flew the cast out to for what was tallest skyscraper that's been done by Mission Impossible. I was gonna try to think of like what weird, interesting thing it could do.
I could see like them in Guangzhou or something. Is that the city that's on the different levels?
Oh yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Or
I think
Shangsheng,
it's what?
one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Shang-Chi, I believe. Yeah, but
Yeah, because like there's a funny story about that. They sent every YouTube vlogger out there and to do a video, and I think they were told like, don't tell anybody you're doing this, that we're paying you to do this. And so they all kept their mouths shut, but they all put the videos out at the same time, and they all made the same fucking video. They all made the exact same video with the same reveals of like, hey, though, we're gonna look over this bridge, and oh, we're not on the street. We're so many stories up, and it's like, oh,
now Bond having a scene in the city that apparently has no ground floor would be the coolest. Would be very cool.
yes,
That's a location I could see working.
yes.
They
I
they
just though,
need
I just though, I don't want propaganda, like actual outside, God Save the King kind of like it's British film. Do it, it's fine. But like,
Well, I mean, here's the great thing for British nation, like the United Kingdom is not doing too great. So if they don't have anything to really propagandize,
I think that would be a good jumping off point is like we're in the West. is not doing well right now. America's not a uh, dependable ally. And then, but like, just leave it there. Just leave it there, because everyone will fill in the blank. You know?
It's the Judi Dench line, "Die Another Day." While you were away, the world changed, and that's how Bond addresses 9/11. Easiest single line.
Yeah, exactly.
Clearly
Uh-huh.
at it, mid production, and it's great. It's
Have
all
you,
you
you know,
need.
it's like, have you spoken to the Americans? We don't speak to them anymore. You know, like,
And again, think about how great that line. Again,
we
Judi Dench
tried, they
line.
hung up on us.
Yeah, GoldenEye. Unlike the Americans, we like to get our intelligence from things other than CNN or whatever the
Yeah,
line is. Like it's so good. Like yes, you have R.I.P. John le Carre, but like 2026 UK, you got a king. He's not as popular as the Queen. You've had six prime ministers in 2 years or something along those lines, or 3 years.
something
You know,
crazy. Yeah.
there's no stability. I don't
We
want it
had
to be
Brexit.
overly.
You know, they haven't even, oh, yes, no, I guess No Time to Die came up post Brexit, but they didn't really acknowledge that.
No, I don't want it to be too British in the sense of like too insular. I don't want it to be if they do like a weird immigration story and they do like a
Oh,
Tommy
yeah.
Robinson figure, even if he's a villain, because Tommy Robinson sucks. But I don't want that. Like, have him be on Europe, have him be traveling, have him get out of it. Like, Skyfall was fun. It was a British movie. It was a very British time.
Hmm.
Get him out of London outside of like any VM scene. Get the gadgets from Q, and he's gone.
Yeah.
Bond should be traveling. But yes, put him in Europe. It's a strange time. Have it be that spies all around. That's the most dangerous time since the early Cold War.
Hmm.
That'd be great. That'd be great. And again, I want to see play up uncertainty, play up that this is not a superpower maintaining hegemony. Make it that Bond has stakes and make it be. Well, I guess the one benefit of Bezos and Amazon running this is that the villain's not going to be another CEO type.
Yeah.
We probably
But
aren't
right
going to
now, that'd
get
be
a
really great to have a billionaire die on screen. Like, it's
but
like, wait, the most topical supervillain, unfortunately, has been every Bond film. Like, Musk is Drax.
but without the charm. God,
Now, the
Drax
piano
is so
skills.
charming.
I don't think that, like, Elon can play the piano that good.
Elon could not rock the cape hunting outfit either.
No, no. And they've done South Africa.
Yeah, down South Africa, somewhat. I mean, I'd love to see not as a big bad, but like I'd love to see places like Lagos, Nigeria show up just because that's one of the most like rapidly growing cities, very cool
Hmm.
stuff. You could do something cool like that. You know, has he been to Jakarta? Has he been to Singapore? Give me something like I don't want it to be send Bond back to, Argentina or Brazil. That'd be an interesting one too. They've had some chaos lately.
Yeah.
Like, oh, ooh, okay, wait, hang on. One big location slash setting question for you, because they're probably filming this in the summer, in the fall. We're probably going to be avoiding Winter Bond, right? Finally, we've had a lot of Winter Bond, I feel like.
Yeah, I don't, yeah, probably. Yeah. You gotta give it a couple of movies. Not this one. The
Yeah,
next one can be have some snow in it.
yeah, I don't want to see Bond skiing this time.
Yeah.
Again, I'm
I
sorry,
love Bond
George.
skiing, but we had one and a half of the movies last time. Like No Time to Die's whole beginning in the river or
Exactly.
the lake was.
Ice is gone. Ice is gone. So probably no diamonds. Probably no diamonds this time. I mean, but I feel like okay. I do feel like the world we live in now, you can play up the uncertainty, you can play up the precarity of the United Kingdom these days,
Hmm.
quote unquote, the West, or just stability over an old world order, which is
Surveillance isn't a threat anymore. It's just it is everywhere now. Like we lost that fight.
we can't do you can't do a class spectrum. So what you can do is the idea that like, well, if all of these villains are rich people who have money and doing transnational crime and corruption, and like yes, we're tracking, but they're tracking us. Well, what do we do? Oh, we need to get a guy inside the room. We can meet in these private meetings because it turns out rich people hang out in private meetings all the time.
Hmm.
There's Bond. That's his role. He is the guy who moves through spaces. He can track down on the docks in Haiti or Lagos and have a big fight with a henchman and then go to the party. I mean, one of the biggest missteps for me with Spectre was like the whole Rome sequence for the meeting was so set up so well, and it was not the payoff finale. It was such like Bond entering old, the ancient city, the being in that history and entering that space and thinking it was so easy, and that should have been so, you can do so much of that concept.
Hmm.
And we didn't really get much of that even in No Time to Die. Like let Bond needs to move. Doesn't need to be reacting. He needs to be chasing a lead or a spy. He needs to be, working sources.
Yeah, all you got was Cuba, which was a lot of fun, but it was too short.
Yeah, Cuba is. I mean, you've said this. I've said this a lot. Pretty much every other Bond fan said this. Like, if you use that as your template for the next Bond film, you're set.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
like that's the one thing I still feel like No Time to Die is going to age very well because it's got a lot of weird shit in it. Like the whole thing in Cuba with the Blofeld's party, and it's just his eyeball, and it's like, yes, this is the weird
Also,
shit I signed up for, man.
yeah. Also, it's one of those weird shits that will not age terribly in terms of like technology or timeliness.
Hmm.
I mean, think of Die
And
Another
he just
Day is a lot of stuff
releases
aged
like
poorly.
a nanovirus or whatever. I mean, it's just like poison. It's like any sort of
Yeah. But it's,
killer
it's not
gun.
like, oh, I'm telling this to TV rights, or like, here's my giant screen, like, here's my use of the internet, which is only going to be very outdated very quickly. It's like, you need some level of timelessness. Like, GoldenEye is a very much a period piece because it was meant to be of a time.
Hmm.
But what was on that? Actually, pretty much all of the Boston movies were very much like aged poorly in that sense. But Casino works pretty well. Timelessness.
Hmm.
Almost pretty much every one of the pre-Brosnan films works pretty well. License to Kill is of an era.
I mean, yeah, outside of like fashion and stuff, they're all kind of
But
there's a
like The
MacGuffin.
Eye,
There's a goober. There's a thing.
mm, you
The
have an island
weapon.
there.
It
There's
can
an island
be
there. Okay,
yeah,
easy. The henchman has a cyborg eye. You could have done that in the 70s. You could have done that, 2026.
yeah. And the villain's either bringing something down or shooting something off. Like it's just one or the other.
Yeah. I mean, right, because like it could be a MacGuffin, but it can't be like money, like Rogue Nation, Mission Impossible, one of my favorite Rogue Mission Impossible movie. They're chasing after a bunch of money that used to be finance terror and stuff like that. Great premise, great MacGuffin. Not really what you do for your big Bond finale. So you have to do something. It has to be a bit more parable. What? That's the question. And then
Crypto. You want to talk about nothing.
now pay attention
What's
to
Bond
Double
after?
Seven.
It's after nothing.
Pay attention to Double Seven. This is an NFT.
Yeah. It's a very Seinfeld coded Bond film. It's about nothing. It's chasing nothing. Nothing. Made it up.
I hate that there's like a non-zero chance that could happen. Like the chances are very low, but there's not zero.
There's something it can be cool with the fact that everyone puts all this importance and Bond is just like it's nothing.
Mhm.
Like it's
Because
literally
Bond doesn't care.
yeah, it's nothing. If I pour
And
coffee on this computer and your crypto's gone, it was never really there.
I mean, there's potentially a story here. Something about like the eradication of cultural genocide, erasure, stuff like that. I mean, in GoldenEye, to go back to that, the
Mhm.
idea of uh, Alex
I would
Trevelyan.
like a GoldenEye-ish plot where they acknowledge old enemies are not quite what they used to be. Like Russia's different now. Israel is different now. Like don't have to like get into the war stuff.
Yeah,
It's different
Italy
now.
is different now.
Like you
Every
can't,
nation is different.
yeah. So,
I mean, if it really does bring back that air of danger, not hegemony, because post Cold War was like, well, you know, we won, and now it's simply how do we preserve what we won?
mhm.
Oh, we got to take on who's trying to exploit this? Corporations, anarchists. That was the whole thing. And also a weird plot to take over oil and destroy Britain through that. Beside the point. I mean, Die Another Day, again, as much as I hate that movie in some ways, I love some of the ideas it had of it. Like a lot of South Africans, blood diamond conflict,
Mhm.
moles.
North
That's good
Korea.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Some stuff is aged really well. And then you have the giant CGI wave. I
Eh,
mean,
it's Bond.
like the
That
one
was
thing
as real as Roger Moore's skiing at the beginning of The Spy Who Loved Me.
Oh my goodness. And people still love that movie. It's a great movie. It holds
Oh
up.
man, I saw that they showed it on the big screen here like a year ago, and it was a packed house, and it was a double feature between Goldfinger and Spy Who Loved Me, and they did not announce what they were. They just sold tickets saying it was a 007 double feature,
Oh,
and
that's awesome.
so they announced one. It was like, all right, watch Goldfinger, and then they had an intermission. They came out. The owner was like, watch Spy Who Loved Me now, and everyone's like, yeah. The the laughs, but not like, but it was laughs of joy, like
Hmm.
seeing Roger. It's like we all know that this is like what to expect, even if you never saw the movie. You know there's going to be some cheesy shit in it, but but it's Roger. Like it's still charming. And then even the people who would, because most of the audience, they had like a show of hands and stuff. People who did not see The Spy Who Loved Me, and most of the people had never seen it. You know, so. There's a lot of young
I
people
love
too, which I was like really stoked to see. So like maybe they grew up on Craig and whatever. They didn't grow up on the TBS marathons like we did. So
Yeah.
this is
I
their
mean, like
first
they
time
still
seeing
have.
Spy Love Me, and they like we are so robbed that these aren't being played all the time because they play so well. I did not once at home have I felt like, oh, Spy Who Loved Me is like a Blockbuster, you cheer through the whole movie. Like there's shit happening like every like 10 minutes that gets a
Mhm.
big round of applause. You know, that watching it at home, like, oh yeah, I love the movie, but I didn't get that feeling with the crowd. So I think they
I
need to
mean,
get
and
back into
that's
that. Like Bond movies need to be like stand up and cheer in the aisles kind of stuff, but like not necessarily like flag waving kind of stuff, but it's just because it's fun. You're having fun.
yeah.
And
Well, I mean, they did that just what they all do that now is just leave the pre-title sequence, and then after that's over. Like Spectre, the helicopter barrel roll, like that is a building, 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 cool action sequence moment, and you get the big dramatic moment. The music cheers, roll credits.
mhm,
Skyfall doesn't have it. Bond gets shot, he's down. Very dour movie. Quantum, same thing.
mhm.
Casino, not that kind of movie. No Time to Die, definitely not. Uh, Bond gets captured in a Die Another Day. Or
Yeah, the
yeah,
last
there
like
has not been
that's
Tomorrow Never
upper one
Dies.
was like As Tomorrow Never Dies.
Yeah,
It had
like
like
let it be
a
fun.
yeah, have a and I would love for the pre-title sequence to have nothing to do with the rest of the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this before. Living Daylights
Yeah,
type opening.
just make a
That didn't
mini
have a
Bond movie, make a 15-minute movie. Have your own villain and shit. Um,
yeah.
like
I
I would love to see just like a one-off villain, and like maybe they come back. You know, like
well,
they're gonna be a useful ally later on in the movie, but it was someone Bond had to capture at the beginning. You know.
yeah. I mean, again, I've said this before, but like, give me another Zukovsky type. Give me another
Yeah, yeah.
Bay, like
A
Kerim Bay.
world,
Like,
no, like just to show that Bond, this is a lived-in world by Bond. He's been around,
yeah, he's
and
got contacts. They may not be spies. They can even be untrustworthy guys. You
yeah,
know, Bond goes to he's in again Nigeria. He's in Ukraine. He's in some place that like he has no there's no like this is in the Western dominant space or whatever. And he needs a contact, and it's like, well, he could be leading me to what I need, or he could be leading me to be ambushed and killed. Don't know. And maybe there's a bit of like they get along. They have like a shared laugh of like drinks, or they like the same car, something like that. You can have again, let Bond have a world. And yes, I want a good mini villain. I want a good henchman. I just because I we watched Sinners recently, and I saw 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple after seeing 20 Years Later the first time. I need Jack O'Connell as a villain in some way, not the big bad. I need him as like a henchman. I need a twisted, unhinged Irish henchman again, and I think he's the guy.
yeah. And I would
You want
love for it
him
to
to
have
be
like for that
blondish,
character to have like the have a Jaws odd jobby gimmick. Sure, the eyeball guy have a gimmick again. Why not? You know?
Yeah, having him could also just be more like Dave Bautista. I love you, a great actor. He didn't really do much. He didn't talk. I
Yeah,
want,
I
I
was
want,
kind of hoping that he would come back.
yeah, I need the villain to have the main henchman to have personality, maybe like an antagonistic relationship with Bond, like in a conversational way.
Hmm.
You know, part of the reason the Red Grant fight is so good is because they are constantly like, they're sparring beforehand verbally. Like, imagine a reoccurring villain, a reoccurring henchman who like just who Bond just cannot stand or something like that. Like
Like
also,
Benny in The Mummy.
yeah, that's actually
Just this
dangerous.
annoying guy that keeps showing up everywhere. He keeps failing upwards, and Bond keeps running into him. It's like, why haven't I killed you yet? Like,
Yeah, why won't you die?
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they tried to do that with Billy Magnussen in No Time to Die, and that was not a good one because he
Oh,
was
but
just
yeah, I liked him in that movie though. It was
I
cool.
did too. It didn't quite work. I mean, he had a good fight with Bond. That was actually a
Yeah,
pretty good fight scene.
yeah.
Yeah, I want down and dirty. I want again, like I've said this to you before, like my ideal image of Bond is he's in a dirty warehousey space, walking out of a place like tuxedo, ties undone. He ends up in like a beachside bar or something. And he's like to get a contact, to talk to a contact or something. Like I want that air of class and danger and adventure. And I feel like you're so close. And like it's not different. It's not that different from what we've seen before in the past, or in the past movies. It's just they need to have some level of commitment, not just playing it safe, not just like who's the fad. They can do so much just doing a little. Like this is not some crazy reinvention.
Right. Yeah. But also, it has to be crazy reinvention.
It
It's got to
does.
make it cool again. You gotta get the kiddies in, man. Like,
Yeah.
I
Especially
don't, one thing I do not want is I don't want Bond to become Star Trek that can't find a new audience to save its life. And it's a real bummer.
yeah. It's half
So,
nostalgia or it's a new yeah.
yeah,
And I hate to say it, as much as I like them, I think we need a whole new MI6.
I think so. Yeah.
I will maybe accept keeping Benoit Shaw's Q just because. I mean, if you can do it with Desmond,
Right, right. Yeah. He can survive multiple M's and all that too. Like,
it's just,
I don't know. It depends. Yeah, it would be cool to have at least something from recognizable from the old guard on screen.
mhm,
Uh, which brings me to my last hot take is
please do.
I think the Broccolis at some point will come back. Never say never. I think
Tell me why. Tell me,
they're
like,
gonna shit the bed in some way and they're gonna have to call Barbara. It's like we can't do this. Like there's gonna be
I
something.
think he
It
would.
might not be this movie or she'll come back on the next one, but I think Barbara's too young and I don't quite buy the story that we've been fed.
I agree.
I'm like, man, I where is the exit interview with her? Like, come on. Like, I think for mom to leave us like this, we deserve a little explanation and not what we read in like, Wall Street Journal or something.
And I think just my side as a reporter, this is not what I know about stuff. She's not saying anything yet because she's waiting for that door to open back again.
Maybe, yeah. Or she's on some sort of like contractual you can't no interviews or something.
The
But
checks don't come until you if you talk, yeah.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. And like, because there was, these people are fucking stupid, which led to Bezos. I don't care how much it takes to get rid of her, which led to a report of $1 billion, which then led to a report of it wasn't $1 billion, it was something much less. But I was like, she wouldn't like. I could see leaving for $1 billion,
I would do a lot for $1 billion.
and you still get profits from the next movies. That's also in their deal. They still get like half the profit goes to Eon.
And
Which
it's a good
I'm just
deal.
like, and I just feel like I don't know Barbara. I don't know how her relationship with her dad was and what everything, but like just to watch someone cut the fingers off your baby, I just it doesn't sit right with me, man.
Somewhere in London, she and Michael G. Wilson and somehow Pierce Brosnan, who's like he's got unfinished business and it's like never fought a die five side of an elf. He's like team up like what would we do? How would we be if we had control again? What would we do?
You know that at some level that conversation is happening.
Yes. It
And oh
can you
man, if
imagine?
they did the one-off like for Pierce, if they patched up their relationship and just did like, you know, old man Bond,
I as much as I actually would enjoy that, I think it's never going to happen, and
I don't
I'm
think it'll
not
happen
like
either. And if
it
it
would be
did, I would
great
want it to
though.
be like a short film. I would just like, basically like, I enjoy these movies even though they're bad capitalist crap, but like it's when like Dior makes like a 30-minute movie or like
Oh yeah,
Saint
yeah,
Laurent
yeah.
made that cool Pedro Pascal, Ethan Hawke cowboy movie. Like
Yeah, the Pedro
where it's just
Almodovar,
like,
yeah.
all right, get Baz Luhrmann to direct Pierce Brosnan in a 30-minute just little epilogue, just very short story, not globetrotting, little do it in one room or a rooftop or something. Then, Barbara and Michael produce it and it's an ad for, Tom Ford. Like
That would be one of the greatest things. Okay, now you've sold me on this.
yeah.
Now you got me
Yeah.
because you could do with that. You could lean entirely on his charm. Doesn't he be a big set piece?
Exactly. And like he was GQ Man of the Year, like he's still got it, man. And like
Oh,
and
I did not
also
like
for
Black Bag
but
as much as you, but he was great in it.
in terms of fandom, it doesn't count. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
it
fine.
was just
I'm
something fun to do.
007 escorted the Queen to the Olympics. That
Yeah.
didn't
So
count.
sort of in that it'd be like in that sense,
Yeah.
just this was just fun to do. It's fun to watch and like don't take it too seriously. This is not canon, even though I don't really believe in Bond canon. Uh,
No, the only canon is that at least OG Bond, was married and she died. That's the only thing you needed to know. That's the only thing that
I would
happened with this movie.
love for them to do that, but I think that homeboys they're gonna cast are too young. I wouldn't buy it if Elordi or Callum had a death of a partner on their shoulders.
Yeah,
They're just too young, you know.
that's the thing, right? This is like this is Doctor No Bond. This is Doctor. He's like, I need him to be. He's been in Double O for like a year. Like, I don't need it to be an origin story. I don't need to be. He's brand new. I don't need a mentor.
No,
I don't need
no.
a I don't need a dead partner. I just need Bond. Like, I don't need. And here's where Bond. I don't need the solo version. I don't need. Thankfully, it looks like Tom Holland will not be Bond, but his ideas of all that. Or what was that terrible American Assassin movie where Michael Douglas had to teach the guy from Teen Wolf everything about fighting? Like, don't need to know that.
Mm.
Just, just give me Bond. It's not you and I, and every Bond fan knows how we would do it, and we think we're right.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's what
know
we've
it.
been doing this whole time.
Yeah, yeah. I know it's a bit more complicated than that, but it's not that hard.
It's not that hard if you let go of like being not being afraid to play with it, not feeling
You must have
beholden to
your
too much.
requirements.
Like, look, the formula works. Stick to the formula, but inside the formula is unlimited shit you can do. You know?
Mhm.
I think the only things that must happen is that the movie has to play out a certain way. You gotta have your pre-title and your thing. A
Mhm.
tuxedo, a martini, a gun, a car,
And a girl.
and a girl. Everything else, but I'm not gonna tell you what car or what gun or what girl or what Bond or what
If it's the
tuxedo.
DB5 again, I'm out. Not. I don't want to see the DB5. No. I,
I don't.
here's
Yeah, maybe.
yeah.
It's
I
the
know. I
it's
know.
the car. It's the car.
Yeah.
You can have
It's
other
you
cars.
can have ever cars.
I
Again,
like see I liked it in the GoldenEye where it was just like that's just like his personal car.
that was great.
Yeah,
That's fine. That's fine.
yeah.
Here,
Then he
like
gets the tricked out whatever you get.
BMW, the
Yeah.
BMW. Yeah, yeah. So here, I know we're close to wrapping up, but I want to say like my thought is stick to the formula. But more importantly, I think the most important thing they can do, outside of not going totally Bezos-y and all that,
Hmm.
is stick to the vibes. Bond has a vibe. There's a reason, an aesthetic, a mood, a tone. There's a reason that Black Bag came a little bit closer to that than a lot of our movies. Didn't do it. Why Bourne? Why Mission Impossible? Why Argyle? Why Heart of Stone? But terrible Gal Gadot movie. No, no, none of these things. Even Man from U.N.C.L.E., a film that I adore. None of these things have the specific vibe of Bond. It needs to be luxury. It needs to be a bit of old world. It needs to be travel and seduction and danger. Sex for breakfast, death in the
Fun
afternoon.
and fun. They're like I kind of disagree with was like Timothy Dalton's thing where it's like, there's in the Everything or Nothing documentary like I can't take my kids to see this movie. It's like, okay, the only reason that these movies have endured is because we did take our kids to these movies. So
Yes.
They need to be a
I
little like they need to be cheeky and a little like I can't believe I let you watch this kind of thing, but
Yes,
not like
kids make you watching
obscene,
GoldenEye.
you
Yeah.
know, where oh man, this John Bond's really getting it on with that girl. I can't believe I took my kids. Hey, don't look at that, like fun, cheeky naughtiness and
Yes. Give me an
violence.
honest
Like,
Bond.
yes,
Give me an
Bond
honest Bond
kills, but
basically mode.
Bond kills only kills bad guys, that are trying to kill him. Uh like there is a family aspect to Bond, and I'm not saying you have to like um make it for kids, just you don't have to go so dour or just so psychological as like I think where they lost a lot of Craig stuff, like especially in the final two of his. When
And it's the same because some parts of those movies, the Cuba sequence, delightful. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like it's
but that's the tone, that's the balance where it's like, whoa,
yeah.
Ana de Armas has a dress that leaves nothing to the imagination. But the movie's hella fun and she's hella cute and the
Emma Stone
sexual
has a
banter
glow.
is really fun and professional and genuinely funny. Thank you, Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Yes. Well, and again, like that scene, there's energy, there's movement, they're in a cool, not quite run down, but clearly old building. There's the tuxedos, there's the action sequences. There's as weird as it gets, as fucking weird as it gets with the eye. It's like, and now Bond's been exposed, and there's danger, and you get a real sense of, oh, it's not just fun, there's danger, but fun, and that you get it both, and it's great. And you get a great payoff sequence. You get the fun spectacle. It's like, you've built your house of cards, and you knock it down for a perfect payoff at the end.
And I want a modern, like, clever way of doing, sharks with freaking laser beams on top of their heads. Like just something that like
You need a death trap.
you need a death trap that it's almost like until you put it together in your mind, you're like, wait a minute, they're doing what?
Yeah. GoldenEye did a great version for the 90s. You're trapped. I gave you the same 3 minutes you gave the same 6 minutes you gave me, or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
That's all you need. Like something like that. It does not need to be.
Well, I go back to like, the moment that I fell in love with James Bond was sitting in the theater opening night of GoldenEye and the tank blowing through the wall. I was like, all right, I'm sold. Whatever this is, I'm gonna watch all of these
Yeah,
because it's
understand.
so ridiculous and so fun. And yeah, oh, they escaped with the girl, and like, oh, how am I gonna chase them?
Oh, I rewatched those sequence. The look that he just gives, like not even a smirk, like he looks and he sees the tank, and you get that perfect like 10-second beat of the ever car jump. That is such a perfectly constructed sequence.
That's what
That
I'm
is
saying,
like,
man. Like I was 10 years old and I stood up. I got out of my seat and I just stood up and watched that sequence. And that was it. I was hooked from then.
if they can do that, if they can get that
They
feeling
got to
that
give that, but you got to find that vibe so that kid later on sees that and it's like, they're all on Netflix when I get home. I know what
or
I'm doing.
Amazon, or whatever
Yeah,
month it is, Hulu. Like you and I, we're in it for the long haul. We've been in it for the long haul. But like that kid needs to see the tank sequence. That kid needs to see Xenia on the top because that will open your eyes to action and everything.
right. And then if they haven't yet, hopefully the new one has the next that, you know, that starts it all over again for another generation. Like the thing that Star Trek did was they're trying to play to the generation instead
Mm.
of they're almost inviting themselves into the kids' lives these days, and they don't want that. You have to invite the kids in. That this is fun. This is cool,
Yeah. Well, I
and
mean,
they'll
again,
find
when
it
you when we
if
were
you do it
kids,
well, they will find it.
yeah, we were kids. It's like, okay, cool. You saw the new 90s, 1995 Brosnan movie. Okay, cool. Well, guess what? You watch this film from the 60s. Holds up, Soviet Union isn't around anymore, but like you can watch this and it works.
Hmm.
Like you've discovered something new. You discovered something fun because that's Bond is timeless. As much as some stuff is aged poorly, looking at you, License to Kill, uh, you know, but there's certain things that work really well. And if you could just again, that's why I say it's a vibe because there's an energy, there's a mood, there's a tone. That's
Hmm.
why it does not look like every ever Amazon release. Like, does that look like the AI cop movie Mercy? Why does that look a black bag over Bourne films? And people complain about, Quantum of Solace being too Bourne-like, but that still had a good sense of adventure and danger. And adventure, not just action, adventure.
Hmm.
Because if
Yeah,
adventure has a
that,
name, it's
huh?
Indiana Jones. If it
Right.
doesn't, it's James Bond.
But if there's a
If it's not
number,
Indiana Jones, it's James Bond. If it
yeah,
has a number, it's
yeah.
007.
I think on that note, I think that's a
Yeah,
good catch up of what we know so far and what can be. And hopefully when we talk
maybe.
again soon, there'll be something. Because when
A
it happens, it's going to
location.
happen fast, which will be great.
Very slowly, then all at once. Yep.
Like,
I cannot wait for them to announce Property of a Lady starring Tom Holland and Skarsgård. I'm please not Tom Holland. Please,
it will never be Tom Holland unless they're doing James Bond Jr.
oh, his nephew.
He could be
Can't
James
wait.
Bond Jr. for all I care. That's
Yeah.
fine.
30 year old still looking like he's 18. Yeah, it'd be great. Uh, no,
I don't
this
know.
is fun.
It's like the thing with Henry Cavill. I'm like, you can't be Superman and James Bond. All right, you can't be that cool. You can't be Spider-Man and be James Bond. Or Robert Pattinson, you can't be Batman and be James Bond. You got to pick one.
Yeah.
You can't have both.
He'd be a great Bond villain, though. Actually,
Sure, you
never
could be
mind.
Bond villain. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that was fun. Hopefully next time we have something because
Yes.
we're not chasing down some new brand. We're chasing down a movie.
Yes. Yes. And we're is the Gather all still happening in LA?
As far as I know.
Okay, good. Good.
I hope so.
I'm gonna go.
So I'm looking. You better come down.
Oh yeah, I'm coming. Oh yeah, no, I'm coming. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's easy.
I already have my quantum outfit for it. I got my Omega. It'll be great.
Perfect. Yes. All right. Till
Good.
next time. I'm Adam.
Until next time. I'm Nicholas. We'll be
See you
right,
later.
fellas.